Jones, and I'm a golfer who happens to have a disability. Now there's a reason I've said it that way. When I play golf with new people or visitors at my golf club, I'm a disabled ambassador for the Celtic Manor Resort. The first thing they see is my disability, but by the end of the round, all they see and want to talk about is my ability. This fills me with amazing confidence, and I'm sure that my fellow disabled golfers that are here this week feel the same at their golf clubs. I lost my leg after a motorcycle accident 4 years ago and went through some pretty tough times, physically, mentally. My lower left leg was crushed, every bone, below the knee was broken. My thigh bone was pushed through my pelvis, snapping it in two, and I had 22 hours of surgery, which included rebuilding my hip and having my left leg amputated. As far as I was concerned, my life was done. How on earth could I recover from this? Put food on the table, pay my mortgage, look after my family. I had to think of a different way or I would end up in a very dark place. Golf was my saviour. It allowed me to change my mindset. While in hospital, golf was the main focus for me. The thought of playing again was a real motivation. I found out about Edgar through a friend of mine who had heard of it through his circle of golfing friends, and things began to change rapidly. The thought of playing golf with people in the same situation as me was just the inspiration I needed. My mental health started to improve very quickly. Edgar came into my life and gave me a new direction completely. It was amazing. They are also the major reason players like myself thrive in the opportunity to compete at an international level. So when Edgar were asked by the European Tour and Turismo de Portugal to be the social responsible project for the Portugal Masters, it was such an honour for us to get involved, and we cannot thank them enough for that opportunity. Golf in Edgar competitions has been the cornerstone of my recovery and my rehabilitation, both physically and mentally. But my story is far from unique, and the book Mulligan highlights this as it includes 18 similar stories of fortitude, strength, and the sheer will to overcome. Please have a read. It really will inspire you. And every book that is purchased, a second copy is given to a hospital, rehab centre, or medical centre. These books give hope and direction to patients who read them. Such a great initiative. Please speak to any of us from Edgar, and we'll make sure you get a copy. And when Gareth gets you Friday, you'll get him to sign his story. Being invited here this week is so special for us 4 players, and we want to thank the European Tour, who have also allowed Edgar to hold, as was said earlier, 2 36-hole competitions during the Rolex series of events at the Scottish Open and next month at the series-ending DP World Championships. This is truly momentous for us as disabled golfers. Same tees, same course, and the same conditions. What a great test for us, and an amazing platform for us to show off our skills. Of course, this is incredible, but it couldn't happen without funding. And having the opportunity to raise funds at this year's Portugal Masters is crucial for us, as it helps us train coaches, provide equipment to schools, rehab centres, even down to individual players with a disability to help them start the first time they take up the game or continue playing golf. This is from grassroots to the very top of our sport. A very worthy cause, and us as players are passionate about raising as much as we possibly can. My coach has helped me improve as beyond my expectations since I've lost my leg. I didn't get to have a go in the long drive today, but I was desperate to try. But I want to thank Golf Breaks for saving me the embarrassment of only hitting it 220 off the tee. So that was very kind of him. But finally, there's my fellow disabled players who you'll meet this week. Gareth, Tony, Marcella and myself would like to thank everyone involved in the tournament this week for giving us this platform to show you what we can do. But I reserve my biggest thanks. Sorry about this is where I get emotional again. I reserve my biggest thanks for Edgar for giving me the chance to stand here in front of all you people that have supported us and say, my name is Mike Jones. I'm a golfer who happens to have a disability, but I will never let that disability define me.